Alright, the mic is hot. So, we'll do a quick introducty boy, and then we have a block text. Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers, to a brand new episode of The Frontier. It's been a while because scheduling errors and things like that, but we are officially back, everybody. We have, everybody's here. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, we're doing the introductions.
Yeah, do your introductions. Sorry.
I'm Anase Skyrider playing Aldous Ronan, the human armor artificer.
I'm Adam. I'm playing Tornor Firestrike, the Dwarven Druid of Wildfire.
I'm Flicker. I'm playing Calden, the Bladesinger Rogue.
It's again my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Oleg, the very cute and appealing and also very incapable goblinoid.
I'm Seth Gatomia. I play a Gnarl Occultier, Druid of the Land, and requisite group furry.
And, of course, we are PhilosoShy, the Dungeon Master, who every once in a while plays Pow You and mostly just makes crazy stuff and throws them into horrifying circumstances. Like with spiders.
Like spiders and punchy wizards.
Like spiders and punchy wizards. Yes, last time was Punchy Wizard. Last time they fought Strength Wizard, who's actually a semi-cool dude. Also, if anybody hears any squeaky noises in the background, that's because we have puppies. So it's a thing. Sorry
I do hear it.
Makes it kind of endearing.
Yeah, they're puppies.
That was perfectly timed squeaking noises. Just gonna point that out.
Excellent. So
It's almost like we have a guest star this episode.
we have two guest stars, Hudson and Moon Girl, and hopefully they won't bark or anything. So before we get into the meat of everything, we want to say it is officially in game. After the day after Strength Wizard had the fight with everybody, it is officially June 11th. So just because we do have a coherent calendar in this particular setting. So we will go and move into block text, and that will be pretty good. So, one moment, we're just making sure that the dogs are behaving themselves. You have all been in this new location for around 10 days now. Already, so much has gone on. The discovery of the Crypt Spider Society has led you to taking the role of mythical figures from their religious history while simultaneously carrying out business with them and considering ways of greater commerce. While the spiders are still working hard to properly refurbish the restaurant for the grand reopening, their conviction... One moment. Oh, sorry about that. You need to lay down. Lay down. While the spiders are still working hard to properly refurbish the restaurant for the grand reopening, their conviction that you are here to bring upon their new golden age is more solid than ever before, and they gladly fawn over your every demand for the preparation of the establishment. Just this morning, you have been told that one of the 4 primary chimneys has finally been cleared out. For the first time, air has flowed through the pipes in centuries. For the first time in centuries. And with that good news, of course, comes the important completion of your first contract with High Priestess Shadowweave. 17 bolts of spider silk, each 1 yard long and each 1 yard wide and 100 yards long, are bright golden color and extremely strong. Shadowweave offers you the, quote, opportunity, unquote, of course, to pay to have it repurposed to fit your strange anatomy, with the temple's new tailor, who has just arrived for the occasion within the last day. You've also gotten to know each other much better since arriving, a long journey having merely been the prelude to some very real friendships and business partnerships that have quickly blossomed since you laid down roots in this area. You've all even developed further as frontiersmen, your journey through the first half of the establishment giving you new insights into your own paths. Spurred on by the fantastic growth of the West, Pow Yu's hemp crops are flowering, and soon she will have them harvested and processed properly. The stalks for rope fiber, the roots for nutritious additives to her cooking, and the small flowering buds for precious tinctures and poultices. Alongside that, your grain fields are coming near to their ripening already, berry bushes and orchards rising from the soil, and tuber crops dominating over their respective areas. While the fight against nature, both flora and fauna, is constant, it's also become clearly rewarding, this place a fitting location to really appreciate your own labors. While you're always fighting back nature, the same speed-growing effect that covers your own crops, and so you are able to watch every seed you put into the ground grow before your very eyes from day to day. One moment.
Meanwhile, Aldous' fucking brewing is still gonna take a while.
Old
Shit's gonna ferment.
Ol Picklebeard, as he has become called by every child in the community, regardless of race, has become comfortable in Aldous Dwarven district and is eager to return to his home and see what remains of it after hundreds of millennia, while Strength Wizard, this morning, leaves the hotel early to head off toward the even deeper west. Before he leaves, he merely comments that there may be a few vermin sitting around in the hallway. I'd take care of that before the next people visit. Don't worry, though. It didn't stop me from a quality night of slumber. Ha ha ha! And with that, he leaves each one of you with a 5-pound dumbbell signed with his autograph, Strength Wizard, and goes on his way.
Aldous stashes that in his bag of holding.
As you do. Game is up to you now. Go ahead, do your things.
Okay, so, wait, we have a few things left. We have that one place still to clear out, and we could go to the city.
I think we should check out what you referenced with those vermin in the hallway.
Okay.
They were talking about the spiders.
Okay, we're going to... Oh, you don't know what he was talking about? He might well have been talking about the spiders.
He might have been.
He might well have been talking about the spiders.
Or, and this is metagaming here, maybe Shy finally put encounters in the hotel.
Full disclosure, we did not.
God damn it.
God damn it! I was hoping to do that.
Same.
The farm has been very busy lately. We are sorry.
You know,
I didn't
Understandable.
even work on the next episode of Audio Stories. I've had 2 days off this week.
Yeah.
Oof.
So
okay, wait, but does that mean that we cannot go and, figure that out?
you can talk to the guys in the foyer. We have anything that you need to talk to the Council of Ghosts in the entryway.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure what they were arguing about for the last few thousand years.
You want to go talk to them? We can do that right now.
Kinda.
I am morbidly curious, actually.
Kinda.
Okay, yeah.
The same.
No.
As you, so are you all going into?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go.
Okay. So as you may recall, there's 12 of them, 3 to each side of the table, and they are all dressed differently. None of them are human because humans did not exist before the collapse. Yeah, they're all, they're elves and dwarves and other undifferentiated humanoids. And right now, they are presently arguing over, Nonsense! Nonsense! Runerock Rider is never going to carry forth those people. He's just some kind of crazy dictator.
Hang on. Are they speaking ancient, or are they speaking common, or what?
Oh, right. One moment. Let's see.
Do I need to cast comprehend languages for this shit?
Who here speaks Dwarven?
Me.
I do.
Okay, so that's what you hear. Nonsense, that Rune Rock Rider isn't going to go anywhere. He is just a dictator, is in Dwarven.
I don't suppose that name registers with any of us.
Absolutely
Nope.
not. There's no way.
No, absolutely not. You've never heard of this Rune Rock Rider.
I continue to listen.
One of them says in response, "You're an idiot! He's gonna pull that whole entire city back together!" And the third guy goes, I think we should wait and see what happens before we cast judgment on it. And an old grumbly man goes, you would.
Well,
They pay
Okay.
no attention to you as you approach.
nice discussion about what's it called? Statecraft.
They were talking about some dictator and a city.
Aldous walks up in Dwarven, pulling a move from Olek. Hi, I'm new around here. Who is this person you're talking about?
New people, says one of them. I hate new people. All those immigrants coming in from the core trying to ruin all of our business.
Who?
Another
A new
guy,
person is just an old person you've only just met.
An old person? You think you're an old person? I'm old, son. I've lived 1,000 years. How long have you lived?
Double checking my character sheet. 26, sir.
And what would you know? You're barely a child.
You should have green behind your ears.
Everybody stop. Olek is Oleking.
Did you say that, Olek? Did you say that?
Yeah, like quietly.
Does Olek understand Dwarvish, or have they stopped speaking that?
No, it's remember that he has several centuries old babushka, and she is the kind of person who even calls Turner, green behind his ears.
What do you say that
That's a
in?
thing.
Do you say that in common?
Oh yeah, wait, because I don't understand Dwarvish, do I?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak, Ezeth? Pick one. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
God, yeah. What should I pick? God, I did not think about that.
This is the first time you might actually get to use one of these.
How about now?
Is...
There we
Yes,
go.
yeah,
There
got
we
you.
go.
What
Yeah.
language?
Great.
Oh.
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What
Alright,
language?
no, let me see if I manage to let this load without losing you again. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so. Language. Which language? Did I even understand them saying that in the first place? Is the question. I'm probably connected to them, like
If you
usual.
if you don't know Dwarven, probably not.
You could always ask us what are they saying, and one of us could reply back.
No,
in
what
your
I
mind.
was thinking is if I'm connected to Aldis via telepathy or something, I might, realize what he's actually saying by what he's thinking about what he's saying.
Well, Aldous doesn't have to reply with his thoughts. He can, but you're not connected, as in you can read his thoughts. Aldous can just reply, so you can ask, with the limited telepathy, what's saying.
Alright, yeah, maybe I just asked what he was saying, and then I was just, mumbling, and I was mumbling in...
Aldous would reply then in his mind, they called me a child for being only 20... What did I write down? 25?
25?
26.
20...
You said 26.
Okay, that's
26,
okay.
yeah.
For only being 26 years old, and he has lived for 1,000, or over 1,000.
Yeah.
It's a good few thousand.
Well, unless you hit the 500, you're totally green behind your ears.
Okay, but do you say that?
Well, I said mumbling very quietly in, let me see. I was saying it in Goblin.
So then one of them, the closest one to you, responds in Goblin. Now this one knows what he's talking about. And
Oh, dear God.
And another guy goes, what would you know about what you're talking about?
Okay.
I reply in Goblin. We're all green behind our ears compared to you guys, but I would really like to know what exactly you are struggling about.
What do you mean struggling? Asks one of them in Goblin. We're having a lively debate and conversation right here, can't you see?
That sounds amazing. I wanna join in. Can I offer something to drink?
See, this is a youngin' that has some respect for his elders. Yeah, I'd like some wine, some really nice wine. White if you got it.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get some. And Oleg runs off, and the other people have no idea what's going on.
Aldous walks up to them in talking to Dwarvis, taking out a notebook and a pen with his ink floating magically beside him. You seem like people who know a lot of things. I would like to learn from you.
Oh, this fool over here doesn't know anything, but I do. Balls, you do. I know more than anyone that's sitting in this circle. And then they immediately all break into argument with each other.
I'm out. I'm going to talk to the other ghost. The ghost that was screaming about her freaking ledgers.
The administrator.
The administrator. Yeah.
The admin.
Yeah, the administrator, yeah.
How long will it take to get some wine and come back?
Not
I'm
long.
gonna stay
You
here
say
and
you
watch
get back
this
in 2
debacle
minutes.
for a few minutes.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this shit.
So I would just come back and then bring the wine back. Don't know how the others...
2 minutes, goddamn. That's pretty quick.
Oh, you know, Alexa's
They got a
fast,
good movement
dude.
speed.
So
Speedy boy.
over that 2 minutes, they just descend into complete and total argument again. It goes from talks about, you know, what wine is the best, and then immediately moves on to this one country that was claimed to be the best wine just being a horrible country, and even their wine is horrible, and then they argue about who in the group is the most horrible, and they all agree between themselves that Inarel is the most horrible one in the group.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Arnold just, hand her chest, just knew that I found it. Oh.
Aldous, the entire time, is taking notes, hoping to learn as much as possible about their cultures, locations. This is shit that you could put into a book and sell it. Ancient knowledge, bitch!
You're not wrong.
So Aldous is taking as many notes as possible about anything he can hear, as well as chiming in and asking clarifying questions, just to get them to talk more about things he can write down.
I bet they were arguing and dying as they were arguing, and because they were not done, they're still here arguing because the ghost couldn't leave because they still hadn't finished their argument.
Sounds about right.
He said,
Alright! Yeah.
Oleg, we're not going to confirm nor deny that, but that would be a solid guess in any setting with ghosts.
That's also something that Oleg would not know.
Here's a more puzzling question. Did they die at the same time in unison, or did they argue with each other as they drifted off into the bliss, the
you ask
unbliss
them
of their
that?
undeath?
Do you ask them this?
Yes. How did you die is essentially what he's asking.
Die? One of them said. I didn't die! I've got the spirit of youth in my blood! Don't you see, son? I ought to get out of my chair right now and kick the ever-loving snot out of you, you youngin'! We're back in my day! Back in my day! Can you believe this? Yeah, calling us old over here, we're all sorts of young. I'd get down onto my hands and do 10 push-ups if I cared to.
Wait, sir, I thought I was far too young and you guys were so much older than me. Which is it? Are you young or are you old? He replies in Dwarven.
That's none of your business, youngin'. We're trying to have carry on a civilized conversation, and you're over here bringing up matters of age.
I mean,
Alright. Oleg brings out the wine. Brings several wines. Just, I think
Oleg?
a bottle for each. A bottle for each you probably brought.
Oleg brings in several bottles of white wine, and the ghosts all, oh yeah, and clap their hands and reach out for it and cannot touch the wine. What's this? One of them
What the heck?
complains.
you guys are ghosts. That's why you can't touch the bottle.
Ghosts? Don't be speaking ridiculous. This is some trick you're playing on us. Get us something proper.
An Arl,
Are any of you
works a
capable
little-
of casting in spells?
Of course,
say,
we are all here, the highest and most glorious of magical practitioners in the land.
Then why don't you
Except
cast
for
detect magic to
Braithwaite.
see if there's an illusion on the bottle?
Nonsense, I know what I know when I see it. Except for Braithwaite. He's an asshole.
I'll just gives up entirely. Alright, this isn't gonna work. I give up. Somebody else try it. I tap out.
I open one of the bottles and drink out of them. I just don't understand. The wine seems pretty okay. Are you guys sure that someone didn't curse you?
No, it's not a curse, says one of them. No, definitely not a curse. I've never been cursed in my life. At least not with a curse that I haven't killed the cursor of, says another.
Well, then you guys have quite the predicament, don't you?
Yeah, we have a predicament. We got a bunch of youngins coming on in here trying to give us faulty alcohol.
Oh, believe me, this ain't faulty.
It's perfectly real. An Arl goes up and, picks up one of the bottles, shakes it around, taps it on the table a couple times, gives them a look. Maybe a little bitter about being called the worst.
Now, what I would really like is some of that proper Mountainhome wine. Yes, says one of them.
Mountainhome. Isn't that the place where Picklebeard is from?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in a cask. He was in one of the casks.
Doesn't matter. Old Rune Rock Rider is just gonna drive that whole entire place to death again. Fuck you, says one of them.
Now, question. We don't have any of those weird pickle juices left, do we?
No.
Because Oleg would go and try and find some of that weird pickle juice and bring it to them and see what they like about that.
No, there's no more
None
of that
left.
stuff.
Okay.
No, it's been cleaned out by now.
Would
But
have
we
dried
could
up
go to
at this
Mountainhome
point.
to get more. If there's any left.
Maybe.
Well, what would
Oh,
even be the
right.
point if we could retrieve some from Mountainhome, which we haven't gone to yet? What would even be the point if they can't drink it?
Enjoy it ourselves.
Maybe, yeah, we could enjoy it ourselves right in front of them and just make them so pissed off that they just decide to leave.
We mean, you could definitely. That is all. Well, will always be an option. We suppose we don't know to what end. Like,
Not quite sure how drinkable that stuff still is, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Poison resistance.
me and Torter over here, like, we could drink up a sewer.
God, gross.
Drink anything.
All right. So, yeah, they just continue arguing, once again back on the subject of Rune Rock Rider.
Aldous continuing to take as many notes as he can about this political figure.
You can figure out, at least thus far, that Rune Rock Rider is the guy that has recently taken over Mountainhome.
Quote unquote.
Recently.
The perspective.
Well,
I mean, if no one's taken over it since, technically he's the most recent takeover.
True.
Fair enough. That is another way to look at those words.
oh, fair, yeah. That is how the English language works. Yes.
Love ambiguity.
Good information to know for when we go visit, because, you never know if it might come up. We might meet some ghosts there, and, we might be able to go, oh, yeah, we're here to see Rimrock Rider?
Rune Rock Rider.
Rune Rock. Okay. Rune Rock.
R-U-N. R-U-N. Rune.
That's going to be a thing, Rimrock. That's going to be a thing.
Why does that sound like something that's dirty?
Because it is.
Because
Hey, no one said alcohol is supposed to be clean.
All right. So what do you guys want to do here?
I would just let
we
them
don't
argue.
leave-
I mean, they don't really complain about, they complain at each other, but who cares?
They're not really causing any problems, so they don't really need to be dealt with in any way.
No, they're just
I
arguing.
think we've-
Yeah,
they're just arguing, and we've gotten what information we can from them that other than, because, I imagine they're arguing in circles.
Oh, in circles, down tangents, along paths in the forest, you know. There seems to be very little direction in their arguments. So, for example, like, one guy will say something, and then another guy will counter him, and then the third guy will insult his mother, to which point everybody will then argue about that guy's mother. And so forth.
So it's just a constant disturbing of the shits.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much what you see. Yeah, no, it's just 12 old crotchety bastards arguing endlessly over anything that comes up.
Ah, yes, I know what this is. This is an ancient version of those 300 tweet long Twitter arguments. This is an ancient medieval fantasy Twitter argument.
Or something.
Why don't you put a board up on that struggle and call it an attraction?
Say that again?
She wants to put up a sign and say that just says undead struggle and make money off of it.
Well, no, it's just like, you know, people come to the hotel and, you know, every hotel has their own, you know, knick-knack and stuff. Some of them are just plain out boring, and we have the spooky hotel with the ghosts who argue with each other and with the spiders who give you food. Come on, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. We gotta say, Olek, as usual, over here with the galaxy brain, just like...
Oh, yeah.
And if you
big
braining
through the whole game.
You could pay a nice fee to watch these ghosts argue about issues from thousands of years ago.
But it's not even about that. Like, you don't even have to pay for it. It's just, this is like fancy kind of, you know, hotel, you know, in the middle of nowhere. But like the fancy kind of hotel, the only hotel where you can see ghosts argue and where you can see spiders giving you stuff. You can like ask quite a bit of money for them to actually like eat there and sleep there, you know?
It's true. It's true. It's part of the theme.
The ghosts are a display gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part
Like,
of the theme.
you know, like having a TV in the foyer.
Yeah.
Or a fountain in the foyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's...
This is some
We
prime
mean, Oleg?
frontiersman shit.
Olek over here is a proper frontiersman, thinking about how he can profit off of it. Like,
Yeah.
good for you, Olek. Like,
We should all
lacks
follow
any
in Oleg's
wisdom.
image.
Oleg lacks any wisdom remotely, but his IQ, due to the charts, is actually pretty decent. So it's not like he's stupid. He's just stupid in so many ways that don't make sense.
well, you know, he has very low wisdom, but like he gets what entertains people because he's got that high charisma and he's smart. He understands that like attractions equal greater money. You know. He gets that. He's actually really good.
The only problem is, even though he understands that it makes more money, and he knows that everyone in his group wants more money, he still doesn't quite understand what the fuck the money is good for.
No, he just understands from his girlfriend that the money is indeed good.
What if we could turn their arguments into a game show that people bet on? Like, who's going to have the meanest insult in the next 40 seconds? Shit like that.
That would be great, actually.
We give out bingo cards.
Yes. Every 5 minutes you refresh the bingo card.
Oh, man.
The arguments move so fast and in so many different directions, you don't need longer than that.
Well, good. Good! We like this! Alright, so...
of course.
So we keep the arguing goes. It's good.
And of course,
Yeah.
there is a fee to play the game.
Well, you know, that's part of
Just a
like
couple copper.
part of betting, yeah. All right, so yeah, you can officially say that in your hotel grand room foyer thing, you have 12 arguing ghosts.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you win.
We might be able to get some information later, but I'm pretty sure they're a little busy at the moment.
Arguing
Yeah.
with each other.
Hey, Shy.
Although, if you would like, you may put it on your to-do list to find wine that they can drink.
Done. Not done. Doing it.
Because that actually is like, we will not stop you from doing that quest if you want to do that. Because That's a thing that could happen. Ghost wine or whatever. We don't know.
Ghost
That's
acceptable
one of those-
wine.
I was gonna say, that's one of those back burner kind of quests where you put it there and you're just like, okay, if I come across it, I come across it. If I don't, oh well.
Kind of like
Yeah.
finding Vindorado.
Yeah, put it in your side quests. Oh, Vindorado would be more than just ghost wine. Ghost wine is something you might find on the way to Vindorado, conceptually speaking.
Fair enough.
If you think about it, you know.
So, Shy, I'm going to ask this question. Very, very, very out of character.
Okay.
If we want to explore the rest of the restaurant, or the hotels and all the other back rooms and whatnot, is it going to be a white room? Do we need to move on for to have an interesting session?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so we don't need to waste our time with that.
No,
Frank,
no, we will be no, it's cool. We have not prepared anything for the hotel other than the ghosts.
Alright. Aldous leaves making any crossing off any useless information and making final notes. I hope that wasn't a waste of time.
So wait a
It
sec.
was mildly entertaining.
What else should we do? Should we try this weird town thingy?
Yeah, we
going to the Dwarven
may-
city in the south?
You
Like,
may
you know, I know that at least 2 or 3 of you need a certain amount of gold to pay their workers. And we don't really have tourists yet here in the place because we didn't yet finish to clean up.
Oh shit! We thought we forgot to put that in the block text. Yes. Sorry, it should have been at the very end. At this point in time, your money for your wages runs out, because 10 days was about the maximum that you had when you got here, in any of your things. However, because of how nice the area is, how fast the crops are growing, and how well the community has put itself together, your hirelings will be willing to work for quite a bit longer, as long as they are fed and cared for in excess.
In other words,
Okay, and then paid later on,
followers
basically.
plus.
And played later on, yes.
Alright.
Paid later, but, kept fed and housed until, payments can be made.
Which, quite frankly, is fine because, we have the housing and the food anyway.
You do
Yeah,
have...
we provided all
yes.
the tents.
Yes, you do have food. That is one thing that you have and are getting more of in quite a bit of excess, yes.
Yeah, and the other thing is, worst case, like, for example, Oleg, most of the people Oleg brought along are his family members, and they don't really get paid, in a sense of, like,
They're followers, yeah.
So, in a worst case, Oleg can still, give others for the employees the money and just borrow the money along. So it's all teamwork.
Long story short, what this amounts to is that you feed them appropriate to one price of living level higher than they would otherwise be paid.
Ah.
Lots of really good food, etc.
I have an absolute assload of pigs, so even that would, without the forest...
I was going to say, and
There's a lot
the
of
wild
money
animals.
There's a lot of money from the...
And wild animals too. I mean, Seth is right. Inaral is right. Where you basically have tons and tons and tons of wild animals, and that's a lot of wild game food, and which no one stops you from eating it, and it's probably healthy food.
Oh, yeah. On that note, by the way, going off on a wild adventure to the city is not the only thing that you can do here. You can do various different community-based endeavors, like going on big hunts and stuff.
I need to go and discover if the well is magic.
The well.
Yes, because you see, there is water popping out of nowhere, right? From the
She
rock.
means that. Hang on. She means the spring to the north.
Oh! It is not magic. Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
Oleg goes up there, just sees water bubbling up from the ground, and is like, just, intense stare, like, are you chaos?
This is not okay.
This is magic.
No, don't worry. It's not
In this
magic.
universe, the water table is magic because flat Earth.
That's true, but it not... Yeah.
Not
No,
the same kind of true.
that is.
Yeah.
Hang on. No, the water table would exist even on a flat Earth. That That is so fucking wrong.
But you wouldn't have a gradient of air pressure to be able to have clouds?
That's not the water table!
The water cycle. Sorry, wrong word. Water cycle. My bad. My bad. I'll take the L. I'm usually 1 or 2 words off.
The water table
There's a
is in
lot
the
about it.
ground.
Yes.
Alright. So...
Then
There's a lot of magic here.
Then here's the question.
I grab Aldous and I drag him up to the well to figure out whether or not that well is magic.
It is.
Aldous!
It is, for the record. It's not a well. It is actually like a gout of water that is springing forth from the wall of the cliffside. So
Alright.
So admittedly from the same place that wells get their water, but it burst out from a crack in the cliff wall.
Yeah, so from the side.
Yeah.
Aldous has to give Oleg a lesson in geology.
In hydrogeology.
So you see, when the rain comes down, it's just into too much detail.
Yeah. As we recall, he actually does that. He actually lectures like a professor, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's not in any of the character traits, but it's one of the things I wanted to do.
Yeah, so Aldous is more than welcome to give a lecture on hydrogeology.
As well as, if necessary, ritual cast detect magic just to make Oleg happy.
Oleg, is that what you need
Hang
to
on,
be
would
comfortable?
Oleg trust Aldous' ritual casting, though?
It's using magic to find magic. Oleg knows find magic is a thing, so if Aldous uses find magic, it is...
He barely trusted Calden.
Yeah, but the fact is Calden, right? Calden did it. And so Oleg knows what it looks like. And so when Aldous does it, he knows what it looks like and what he does. And so
Except Aldous does it differently.
Aldous, it's a different spell cast method. He casts with his armor and shit most of the time, or whips out tools if he needs to.
So, but to Oleg, you just both look like you're dancing around and babbling weird, strange words. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So it looks the same.
Hect magic is verbal and somatic, so yeah, dancing around and saying weird words.
But Oleg barely trusted that Calden would tell him that if there was magic.
Yeah, but something happened in the side stories before this here day that makes
They had a
Oleg
drinking
very,
game
very,
together.
very sympathetic to Aldous. And it has to do with magic, and it's not Aldous' fault.
Okay.
We actually never
Oleg has
finished that
grown.
story. I don't know if that was the conclusion to the Aldous and Oleg thing. But anyway,
Oleg, I'm thinking that in my mind, Oleg sees this weird song and dance going on, mentions that it's a weird song and dance in true Oleg fashion, and then all you hear in the background is Torner falling over laughing.
Excellent.
So here's the question, Shy.
Yeah.
What's the progress on Aldous' mines? Because, as you know, as a smith, his primary trade is going to rely on a lot of smithing materials.
Well, we are glad you asked. Because that, if
It's a
it
community.
would be anything, would be a nature check.
Ooh, interesting.
To dig around in the earth and find things that you want to get.
Oh, the other thing
doing
is you
some land
probably
surveying.
should not dig where the well is, because otherwise you will just, explode the water and raise the water level.
It has sort of been assumed. So you know where the red dot on the map is? It has been assumed that you're south of that, over the river, so that you're not mining in the community and you're mining downriver of the community.
Yeah.
As one
Sounds about right.
does. Yeah, as one does.
So, here's the question. Is this a situation in which I could apply guidance?
I'm
assuming no, given the nature of this description of the skill check. It's not like, make an athletics check to jump across the ravine. Athletics. Here, before you do that, guidance for the one check.
No, guidance is only up to 1 minute, and you're more talking about, like, days of
Yeah, that's what I thought.
prospecting. Yeah.
Just had to ask.
Yeah, good question. Not really valid for, wandering over the hills and through the woods to find little bits of, rock and stream beds or whatever. That's just right.
Now, here's a question. Could I be using... Could I do a check with Mason's tools to have proficiency?
Wouldn't it be like miner's tools?
Mason's tools includes mining equipment, I think.
Alright.
Then yeah. Yeah.
What do you want? Intelligence, strength, constitution?
You have miner's tools as your proficiency?
Mason's tools and Smith's
Or
tools.
Mason's tools, sorry. And Smith's tools as your proficiency?
Yep.
We'd say roll nature with an advantage.
Works for me. Nature advantage. Come on, big money, big money.
No whammies.
25. That's a crit.
Nice.
No.
Very nice. If you will just give us a couple of seconds, we'll do a quick rolly boy and tell you what you have found. You have found a vein of salt. It is
Oh,
of,
that's something.
It is of very high quality.
Ooh.
Very
Vein of
nice.
Salt.
Yup.
Yeah, salt,
Pure-
salt is quite
Pure
valuable.
white
You know,
salt.
that's gonna help us with like keeping our food good.
Yeah,
It is going
Yes.
to help you with keeping your food good. That's also true. Yes, absolutely.
I'm trying to think about any uses he could have for his alchemist tools or alchemist supplies that involve salt.
would need stuff like sulfur and shit.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
This is just the big item that you have found. You found a big fat vein of salt in the cliffside. Just within the cliff sides.
So I'm gonna ask this since I'll just ask about his business. Ink parchment production would Colden have got that set up yet? Or...
I think your concern is the ink, because the parchment is just, animal leather.
I need both.
I was gonna say, I just remembered a while back, Flicker told me about the Oak Bowl thing, you had told him about.
Yeah.
I think a Gnarl, if he went to a Gnarl for help, she could, be like, hey, yeah, you could use these.
I'm more concerned about having the facilities to make it. Because I brought along people to make it for me.
Yes, so you want to know if you have an ink shop available.
Yeah.
Okay, roll with the carpenter's tools. Intelligence.
Cool. Normal. Oof.
You have found an acceptable location on the banks of the canal, wherein you have formed a raised area, and you are starting to put together the housing. The roof is not on yet.
Damn.
Very nice.
Well, it's only been 10 days, so...
And you've spent 5 of those days ensuring the canal and ramparts. So...
Yeah.
So
So, we're not gonna have any buildings up yet. That takes a bit.
It certainly does. You will have noticed, for example, that Pao Yu has not even tried to start building anything permanent yet. Despite having the capacity to do so.
Nomads.
Follow up from the story with Pao Yu and Aldous going into the lake.
Yes, which they did, for those viewers who are watching this. That's going to be one of the audio stories. Pao Yu and Aldous went and collected salt plants from the bottom of the lake.
So, following up from that, were there any, clams, anything Aldous could get a pearl from?
you were not looking for it at the time.
Fair enough.
So-
I was wondering if I might notice that.
You can always go searching for pearls. We would actually say that would be a good downtime activity.
Yeah, I was thinking, talk to Pao Yu, maybe borrow the bottle of air again, just to do a quick look-see.
Yes. All right. What next? Who else? Questions? Ideas?
I guess something that would probably be good for a Gnarl to do is like find a place for like some kind of storage, like food storage or something.
An RL is a bunny rabbit
barn.
with mold earth. So an RL can literally make food storage places.
Right, but you don't want to put it just anywhere.
That's true. Got a nature roll.
All right. Core. Nature. 12.
You found a place that's as good as any, mostly stone, a hollow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So she can, use mold earth to, make it nicer rather than be just plain old hole.
Sure.
Nice good place out of.
It's she's making cheese caves, isn't she?
I haven't thought of that, but potentially down the line maybe. But like I'm thinking like storing like food excess grain and such whatever doesn't need to be eaten right away, that kind of idea.
There was a Kenai from Olek.
I want to have caves too. We have a lot of cheese.
Okay, see, Olek over here! Olek has the right head, getting those cheese caves up. Okay.
Yeah.
Olek?
Gonna hire Inaral to make me cheese caves.
Olek, we want you to roll a charisma check, please. Charisma save, please.
Okay, a sec.
You could also enlist Alice's help. He does have minors, after all.
You
Yeah, okay,
Bro.
one or the other. I'm gonna try
You
with both. I'm just gonna ask both.
you could go with Calden. He can change his cantrips.
I'm just gonna ask everyone. There we go.
Mold earth is only
Oh,
it doesn't count for regular stone, right? Just
No,
loose soil.
Yeah, it's just dirt.
Yeah, dirt. Alright.
Now,
Olek,
I gotta ask again. Inaral totally failed. 13.
it's not a fail, necessarily. We'll tell you what it is. Olek has been going around asking people if they will help build cheese caves rather awkwardly. To their credit, everybody's pretty okay with building cheese caves for Olek.
Works for me.
It's a bit of an inconvenience, but they all admit that those cheese caves probably had to be built at some point, so better to do it now.
Plus cheese takes a while to make, so might as well get them set up early.
Kidding? Cheese gets made so quickly.
I mean, I guess it depends on the cheese.
No. Making the cheese doesn't take at all. Aging the cheese now, that takes a long time.
Yeah, that. Okay, yeah.
So no. Look, I can make you cheeses. I made in one afternoon.
Oh boy,
I
here we
made
go.
5 different cheeses. It didn't take me long to make them, but you have to age them for months before you can actually eat them.
Iset, not Olek. Iset, the player, is like the cheese queen. We don't.
Look.
Nobody knew.
He said the cheese queen. I make everything. I make cream cheese. I make mozzarella. I make cheddar. I make parmesan. I make fucking everything. In the house.
Meanwhile, the only thing that I did for cheese, because I don't know shit about this stuff in real life, is 3 dedicated unskilled laborers to making cheese and 4 60-gallon vats for cheese, and that's about all the work I put into it.
No, like
Plus whatever numbers I wrote down from Shy.
Meanwhile, Olek's got like 12 vats at a time.
Yeah, no, I went crazy with cheese. Because the thing is, if you know how easy it is to make cheese, why wouldn't you just invest in cheese? Because cheese is something expensive. Most people don't do it. And so if you know how to do it, it's like, at least in those times, it's, nice proteins. It keeps forever. In fact, it has to keep forever because that's how it gets the stupid flavor. And why wouldn't you? Just why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
So,
cheese and alcohol, the 2 things that most people like the most, are so easily made if you really think about it.
This, my
Now I
friends,
wanna
is
know
how
how
you get
wineries
scurvy.
do
Olek over here. Cheese and alcohol. That's all Olek needs.
Fuck bread. Fuck meat. Fuck vegetables
No, look,
and fruits.
Bread doesn't stop you from getting scurvy. If you want to stop getting scurvy, you have to eat like fruit and veggies. But not bread. Bread will get you scurvy.
I
Because
listed-
bread is the same
listed
stuff
fruit.
that's in alcohol, except it's not that tasty.
I said I was listing everything. I included fruits in that.
So
I listed off a whole lot of things.
Obviously, to make up for the
On the first
scurvy, Olek needs to make a limoncello operation.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that
I'll
way
work on that.
it can just be cheese and alcohol because the alcohol will have vitamin C in it.
I'm gonna do that. Limoncello. There we go.
Citrus alcohol, obviously, is the answer to this.
But did anybody
I
bring
guess-
citrus fruit?
I guess the wine covers the not so helpful fruit. It's some of the fruit, not what you really need though for scurvy specifically.
You know, we actually know what Olek has for crops. One moment. Olek has orange seeds.
Oh my god.
Alright.
He has
Crop
orange
citrus.
seeds, and you are in the correct area for oranges. So,
Oh my god.
yes, absolutely, he could make citrus alcohol.
I love it. I love it.
Once
So
that
we're-
shit's grown, you know, like,
So we're not gonna die from scurvy. Good
Nope.
to know.
you're not going to die from
And this is
scurvy.
how we got. This is how we get Blue Moon Ale.
Look. Crazy Oleg takes care of everyone.
So interestingly enough,
out of
you
place.
also would not get scurvy because somebody, if we recall correctly, got an acre of rose seeds or something. And roses
Yes.
and roses have tons. That was Calden, right? Because you wanted rose leather. Yeah. And roses
You
have tons of
suggested
vitamin
it, and
C.
I had a lot of excess gold.
Yeah, and roses give a lot of vitamin C.
Yeah, you take those rose leaves and you put them in with some sugar and some
Yes.
yeast, and you get just magnificent rose wine.
hips. Yeah,
Well,
rose
Ian's
hips.
up over here taking care of scurvy, and meanwhile I'm like, spend 5 minutes on Google. What do dwarves eat? Oh, they eat stuff like mushrooms. I should grow some of that too then.
Stone.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, we mean things are happening around here. For the record, it is functionally as though 100 days have passed for those people who started planting on the first day that they arrived.
Even though
In
it's only
terms
like
of the
10 days.
growth. In terms of the rapid growth.
Because at this point in the frontier, plants grow at 10 times the rate.
Nice.
This would mean
Didn't-
that a pine sapling by the end of the year would be 15 feet tall.
Didn't Torner, or was it Gnarl, cast something that makes plants grow faster?
They
Have
both
the
have
land for the barley.
They both have plant growth, but as we recall, plant growth at that particular thing, mostly just
It
doubles
doubles
your
the
harvest.
enrichment.
Yeah,
It-
it
okay.
increases
Comes
the
in
yield,
red.
not the time of growth.
Alright,
Yeah.
I remembered, I remembered you guys cast something that had to do with the plant
So,
growing. Wasn't
plant
sure
growth-
what it did.
With plant growth, you have two options for it's either 1 action or 8 hours, and the 1 action is, 100-foot radius just becomes thick and overgrown, so basically instant growth. And then the
Yeah,
8
pretty
hour enriches yields in a half-mile radius.
Yup. A half-mile radius for 1 year. Which,
Hey.
for the record, if you want to think about it, means that at some point you can spend your off-time activity just enriching a circular mile by circular mile every single day to enrich the land overwhelmingly around your settlement for quite a long time. And then, once a year, you could make a festival where you start doing that again.
I was gonna say, at my current level, an RL can cast 3 level 3 level 3 spells, so she could do 3 miles a day.
Yes, she could. All right, so that is good.
No, wait, no, she couldn't. No, I'm an idiot because it takes 8 hours, so she could only do 1, maybe 2 if she pushes it.
Yeah,
I'm a dumb. Don't ignore me.
Well,
This is why you
mile,
multi-class into sorcerer.
That 1 mile is enough to cover our entire settlement. So
1 mile is 640 acres.
Oh yeah, that would cover all of Aldous' crops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
Yeah,
got 30
mile is-
acres.
640 acres is 1 mile. 1 square mile.
So, do you see my measurement on the map? That's about a mile.
How wide did we say the valley
You
was?
said 5 miles.
I thought we said like 11 at some point at its widest.
So pretty much plant growth would cover, one casting would cover pretty much everybody, so Turner helped everybody.
Well,
Thanks,
I mean,
Turner.
the druids are ultimately helping the entire community by doing what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, like an Arl's, gonna be telling the weather and stuff, with Druidcraft, maybe every morning or something, because, good idea to know the weather, because, that'll affect what work can be done.
Exactly.
And you don't get to choose up to half a mile.
So where do you want to go from here?
I totally want to go to that town.
You want to
The
go?
Mountainhome.
Do you want to
I
go to
want to go
Mountainhome?
to the home. I want to go to the town.
You want to go? Okay, so you want to go to Picklebeard? You want to tell him to get ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to Picklebeard. Let me roll, I don't know, a charisma check or something. I'm going to Picklebeard and
Well, wait,
hi,
you
I'm
can't-
new
you
here.
can't
I
speak
brought
Dwarven.
some wine. What? Sorry.
You can't
You're
speak
talking.
Dwarvish. You need Aldous or Torner to help you.
Okay,
Or
I
Narl.
drank Ginarol along or something.
Wait, and Arl speaks Dwarvish?
Yeah, Arl speaks Dwarvish.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, she does.
Just
Yeah,
gonna
but
She
point
knows
out that
Common,
if you
Elven,
really...
Druidic,
No,
Dwarven, and Gnomish.
I'm already proficient in dragging Porinarla along, so I'm totally dragging Ginarla along.
Just gonna
He
point
is
out that if you
proficient in
really piss
dragging
off all
Inara.
this, you should bring Colin and have him cast or comprehend languages.
I love that dragging an Arl around has become a proficiency.
Yeah, he is proficient at it.
I'm definitely
Aldous.
proficient at it.
Aldous, we believe, as we saw in a previous episode, is not proficient at dragging an Arl around.
Wait a minute. Comprehend languages doesn't let you speak the language, just lets you understand it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's limits to that one, Flicker.
All right, so you go to Old Picklebeard. He is he's drinking in Aldous district in the mess tent, as it were, having a good time talking to some people.
Yeah. Hi there! I'm new here. Sort of. New here with you. I brought something nice to drink. Can you tell me something about the town where you come from, and would you be okay with us going there and finding out what it's like?
Oh yeah, Mountainhome's amazing. It's a great place. No, I'll always take a drink from you, Oleg.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Narl's sitting there, translating back and forth.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I want to know how to get to that place, what I have to bring to get to that place, and how many people have to come to that place, and if they're like weird wild animals that you have to be careful about, and how much backspace I need to get all fancy stuff that they can buy from that place.
Well, we take money. Just gold and silver will get what you need. Are you all ready to go? I can get ready by tomorrow morning.
Let's do it. Okay, guys, wait. Can I cast like my communication thing? I have to look at the guys. Eh?
The telepathic bond with the...
Let's see, doesn't everybody have to be within a certain range of that when it's first
Yeah.
activated?
1 mile, if I recall.
No, it means when it's first activated.
Like when casting it.
Probably
Yeah,
the
right.
site. I had to guess.
Let me look it up.
You could just roll it. I put it on your spell sheet.
Oh man.
It's not a
Alright.
spell, but I put it there.
All right. So
Under Psychic Whispers.
Yeah, Psychic Whispers. Just throw it into the chat.
okay.
Don't click on spells when I'm there, because otherwise I don't see anything.
Oh, well, it's in the spell page. It's not just on the attacks and spellcasting.
0 or 1 hours. What are you doing?
Up to 3.
What exactly are you doing?
Psychic with words, you roll the psionic energy die as the number of
You can
hours.
see. So she needs to
Oh,
see.
telepathic. Sure. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, he needs to be able to see, everybody, see the people he wants to cast it on.
Do I see the people or do I have to go to them?
You'll have to go to him.
Okay, just straight right there, dear Dwarfy. I'm be right back. And you stay there too, buddy, okay? And I run off and I'm gonna dash off and I'm gonna find them all and I'm gonna tell them that we're gonna go tomorrow morning.
So now
Okay.
Inaural is just gonna have an awkward conversation with Picklebeard.
Yeah. Just,
What do they say?
I left them the alcohol at least.
that's a good
Picklebeard
question.
gladly drinks.
So, what was your town like?
Oh, Mountainhome's great. It's one of the best Dwarven cities this side of the disc.
I see.
It's got all the industry, and we
What
make.
the disc is?
Huh?
I was gonna say, do you know who Runrock Rider is? I heard about him recently.
Rune
Rock.
Rider. Rune Rock
Rune Rock
Rider's
Rider.
the best dwarf who ever lived. He rides
Oh my
on
God.
top of giant birds, and he dethroned the last chaos-loving son of a bitch that was ruling the city.
And who was that?
Oh, that was geez, I don't remember. I'm about 7 mugs in. You notice that his mugs, by the way, are as big as his head.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Yeah,
frankly, good pick. Good pick for a mug, man.
Well, do you remember any details about them at least?
Oh, he was an asshole, and he kept trying to collect all of the money for himself, and he made all of the prices of beer really, really expensive, and we hated that, obviously. And,
obviously.
He was, Carlisle Falmer, or something like that.
I see.
KALYLFALMRU.
Alright.
Yes. Carlisle Fulmer. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, he was working with the Chaos people or whatever.
How so? What agents of chaos? Do you know what agents of chaos he was working with?
Oh, some tall lady or something. I don't know. I'm not really paid. I was never really paid enough to ask questions.
Oh,
I see.
So you want to go tomorrow morning?
No, the correct response is, oh yeah.
Yes, it seems we are going to be making plans to go tomorrow morning.
Excellent. I can't wait to go back home.
I'm just reading a comment from Aldis in the chat. He's like, yeah, maybe let's keep dethroned that chaos-loving son of a bitch away from Oleg.
In case somehow Runerock survives, we don't want Oleg falling in love with him. And just in case he turns out to be a different kind of son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You have those people talking, oh, he's a fucking dictator or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, maybe let's keep that in the back of our minds.
Mm.
Did you tell him that somebody said that Rune Rock Rider was a dictator?
No.
Okay.
No, didn't mention that, especially since he seemed rather, happy about the guy.
He seems to like Rune Rock Rider.
Yeah.
Hey, Shy.
Yep.
Quick question.
Yep.
How much does that book weigh?
Which book?
The book that's about Mountainhome. Or that's from Mountainhome. Quickening Delicacies.
How many pages did we say it was?
893.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Jeez
damn.
Louise, that's a big-ass book.
Alright. Okay, so how
Good
long
for a
does it
dwarf.
take me to get everyone informed?
I imagine a good 10-15 minutes, because you got to run around the entire encampment finding everyone, for one thing.
Because you're a rogue, 6 minutes.
Love it.
Because you can dash.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
Because he can double dash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mario Kart? And Arlo is going to give him a warning to maybe slightly temper his hopes, given how long it's been since he's been there. Just be ready for what you might see. She doesn't, want to completely, cast some dour idea into his head, but just, it might not be the same since you left.
Oh, come on. It's gonna have fun. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be awesome. How you know?
True. I mean, we did find a pickled dwarf. Who knows? We might find more pickled dwarves.
They might be all pickled up.
Torter in the chat, I commented the 10-pound book on food because everything's bigger in Dwarfsus. Because Texas.
Dwarfsus, yeah. Exactly.
And Adam's just over here like, if you can't
kill with it, it is
Dwarven.
Dwarven.
Just gonna point out that its covers, I believe, are made of bronze plate.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, that would explain the weight.
You could kill with it.
That's why it's Dwarven.
Yeah,
That's why you can kill with it.
it isn't normal.
You can kill with that.
Every dwarf has Tavern Brawler then.
Well,
Dwarven nerds are a force to be reckoned with, okay?
Wait a
Yeah.
sec.
Dwarven nerds
Wait a sec.
fast.
Do you get automatic, brawler, trait if you're Dwarven?
no,
Just
you
a
do
joke.
not.
Aw.
Like, they're all
Be hilarious.
dwarfs for Tavern Brawler and kill you with anything made by dwarves. That's
Alright.
That's the joke.
Alright, so you guys get ready. Are you going to bring anything special along to Mountainhome with you before we go to the next day?
Can I? Yeah, well, Oleg would probably empty his bag of holdings to the point where he only has, like, the weapons and, like, a bit of food and stuff in it.
You
Okay.
bring the minimals.
I'm gonna
You know
take-
that this is going to take you a week to get there.
Yeah, but, like, think about it.
Okay.
You put in all the food and the rations, and then you put in, the, what was it, like, the decanter or something for water. And that's, like, that takes up a decent amount of space. I mean, yeah, it's a bag of holding, but still.
Did any of you actually bring rations? Like the item?
I thought I did?
Okay,
Or
here we
maybe
go.
Shy wouldn't let me take it or something. I forget.
We
didn't-
we told everybody that your personal inventories can more or less be whatever the fuck you want. Don't
Okay.
slough this on us. You had
That's what it was.
extremely
I forgot.
flexible beginning.
It's been
I
like a
can
couple months ago.
guarantee. I can guarantee that Shy didn't say anything about rations because I have 21 of them.
I have 10 of them. I'm good.
No, but think about it. We are in a place where there is a lot of food around. Yeah, we might not have, like, rations like military rations, but you can put food in there. We have a lot
You
of
can.
food.
You can. You
So I
could
would not-
absolutely give yourself enough food to make the journey. It's
Yeah.
not going to be a problem. For that matter, you have a couple of druids around, and druids can cast good berry, so food isn't actually going to be a problem for your adventure. You should think more along the lines of things like climbing kits, machetes to chop through the forest that's all around, etc.
So,
If any of you leave without bringing an axe or something like that, we will be disappointed.
so on that note,
your time.
On that note, I'd like to bring 2 felling axes, a couple picks, merchant scales, abacus, because no idea what we're going to encounter, some tankards for
Are you
drinking.
gonna do some tactical? Are you gonna do some tactical math here? What are we bringing an abacus for?
Just
That's what we
were wondering.
Just in case we do some merchandising.
We're calling down fire from an artillery battery.
Just gonna subtract. We got okay. So we got all of the gear we've got in the party. We've got the monster's HP. We subtract 1 fireball from my list of slots, and that means you are dead.
No, but more I'm thinking along the lines of if we set up trade, it might be a good idea to, have tools for doing math in case we have to deal with some interesting agreements.
We love that we're going through to this like alleged city from 200,000 years ago through like the forests and jungles and dangerous adventures, and he's all like, "No man, I gotta bring my abacus." What if we start trading with a fool? What if we set up a contract? That's some frontiersman logic right there, Aldous. That's beautiful.
Picklebeard survived.
Brings a single tier. Brings a single tier to our GMI. Just like, yeah.
I can fit a lot of shit in my bag of holding, so if it's alright with you, I'm just not gonna write down every single item. I'm just gonna reference it when I need to.
I
Okay.
am sorry to admit that of all of the things that I brought, an abacus is not one of them.
I brought 8.
Why?
Aldous over here
Because I
going...
could.
Aldous going full nerd. Like, going beyond plus ultra on that nerdery.
I brought 5 merchant scales and even 10 manacles in case somebody needs to be locked up.
Can I
If
bring
you
a
brought
crowbar?
10 manacles, you aren't looking to lock somebody up. You're looking to tie somebody up, Aldous.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, can we bring hammers and nails?
Yes.
I
You may
10
bring whatever items you like.
I have
you have.
10 sledgehammers.
See, I just go with normal hammers.
I got Mace's tools, which comes with a hammer and chisel. There's that, but that's
Also, you should probably be writing this stuff down just to see how much it weighs.
You should definitely be writing this down.
Alright, fair enough.
For instance, I know that I have 286 pounds of shit in my bag of holding.
Oh, well, I've got that covered. I got a bag of holding character sheet. I've got 142 pounds of equipment.
Okay.
That's without adding anything from the session -1 loadout.
You should be adding everything that you are bringing.
Fine.
What is a steel mirror good for?
Looking around.
Vampires.
corners.
These are both very cromulent answers.
Those are both
For
good
looking
answers.
for looking around corners, I would personally be using the small mirror included in the thieves' tools rather than a large steel mirror.
Well, we mean the mirror in the equipment of the player's handbook specifically says in its description that it's for looking around corners. The hand mirror.
Is that in
Yeah.
the SGTE description, or is that the PHB?
No, that's like PHB. It's always
That's what I thought.
that's been what it was since like 3.0. Like
That's what I thought.
Yeah, small steel mirror.
I'm not saying it can't be used for it. I'm saying I wouldn't use it for that.
It's the mechanical implication that you can use it for in a game. We have to date never actually seen anybody use it that way, but it's good to have. Yep. All right, so yeah, customize your inventories for the adventure, and we are going to just get our first month.
How much does a hand axe weigh?
A hand axe is a hand axe you could get in the player's handbook. It would just be the axe, the simple weapon axe.
1 second. How much does it weigh? I'm trying to find it. Hand axe, 2 pounds.
Excellent.
I'm gonna bring 4 felling axes.
Why?
Because
a
I
python?
can.
Say again?
What is a python?
It is a little metal spike that you drive into a wall that you can then put a rope through so that you don't fall.
Okay.
It's a big metal spike, but yeah.
Good for taking down robot vampires.
Yes.
Because it's a metal stake.
Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna say, in terms of stuff Anarl's gonna bring, other than the usual stuff in her backpack, she's bring some rope and such as well.
Excellent.
Her prep is gonna be a little more spell side. She's gonna, good berry, long strider, purify food and drink, dark vision, water walk. Ready for any terrain they might come across that might need a little extra. Oh, detect magic.
Unironically, Culden is not bringing anything he did not bring into the ruins.
Fair enough.
Because he already brought everything.
Excellent. So, the day goes by. It is June 10th. Or, sorry, June 12th.
I was about to say.
Thank you. Sorry, we're just, it's Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks. Sorry. So it is June 12th. You guys prepare. You are ready. Picklebeard is ready. And Paoyu's Chamberlain, Paoyu is not coming, by the way, but Paoyu's steward comes up and requests to go with you, as this is, after all, his particular specialty, that being doing business and diplomacy with people.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to bring him along.
You have the last over half a year determined. Wait. Calden and Torner have determined that the guy is a pretty shady character, but he is good with money.
So someone to keep an eye on, but, not bad to have along.
His skills are legitimate, even if his personality and the quality of his character might not be. Much as Paoyu does not seem to notice that.
Calden is going to say, I'm not sure if there will be trade, and it will probably be dangerous. I'm not sure if you should come.
Well,
True.
If there is trade, you'll need me, and if there isn't, then I'll just lie back and it'll be like I wasn't there the entire time. And don't worry yourself a single bit about any danger that comes our way. I can keep myself out of danger and let you guys do the heavy lifting with that. Huh.
No, Gnarl's not so sure to bring him along, because, if he's going to leave all the heavy lifting to us...
I feel like you're going to be more of a liability than an asset.
Nonsense! Yeah. Nonsense! I assure you I'll be nothing but useful.
But where will you be useful other than negotiations? Because you're going to have to be able to pull your own weight somehow.
Well, I have a quality horse that can pull the cart behind you if you find your way into some lavish treasure hoard.
Yeah, but then he will also keep all of it.
I insist.
Yeah, that comment makes an Gnarl squint her eyes.
Yeah, I insist that you stay here, and if we find that there is trade, we will bring you next time.
Goodness.
Because if there's people there, that means...
here, but if you insist, I will stay behind, although you'll regret not bringing me later.
We can always send a message to you. I don't think any of us have a message spell, but it's a good lie.
Well, we don't want you to get hurt.
I'd never get hurt. I know how to keep myself safe.
Well, that doesn't mean that you will always succeed. Just because you know it doesn't mean you will succeed.
With a little bit of effort and with a sufficient length of rope, I can make an extra dimensional space you could always hide away in.
I don't want to bring him down.
What? I didn't hear what he just said.
Did say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to bring him.
I mean, I could use somebody to keep an eye on Bobby if you want to come along.
True.
Bobby, wonderful! What is this? A lovely dog, I imagine, or something of that nature?
A cat of sorts.
I give a shrill whistle.
Bobby comes when called, as always, and the dude blanches as he sees the tiger-sized, tentacle-shouldered Black Panther rolling on next to you, and says, "Oh, well, goodness, maybe it is best I stay here. After all, I'm not so good with the animal handling skills." And quickly takes his leave.
I love the bro.
So we imagine then, Torner, that you are taking Bobby with.
Yeah, I'm taking Bobby. It was either Bobby or Bishop, but given that we're going through some pretty rough terrain, I don't think Bishop would do well, wings and all that.
Yeah. Alright.
Bishop just fly.
Yeah, but nobody else would.
I mean, an Arl can fly because she's got the broom that I keep forgetting about. But that's only 2 people now.
Yeah.
Alright. So, it is dawn-ish. You set off with great fanfare and without the steward of How You, but with Bobby. Bobby, who is coming along just fine. And we would like for everybody to roll a nature.
I had to roll that one first since it's the next day.
Right.
And Arl, you know, I was gonna say, and Arl can, check the weather beforehand because, they're setting out on a trip. Don't want to get rained on.
So this is
I went to
nature.
roll nature, and it's like, why is there a -4? Wrong character sheet.
So this is just regular nature of like traveling through woods and shit.
You're just traveling through woods and shit, yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
just double check in case there's a tool
Shit.
I can apply.
Should I have Starwing roll nature too?
No, Starwing's just
Alright.
kind of traveling along with the group. It's cool.
I was gonna say, I did remember an Arl does have land stride. So, rough terrain won't be much of a problem with her for nature stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's good to note. So both of you have land stride, right? Torner and an Arl?
I have it. I don't have it prepared.
No,
no,
land
that-
stride. It's, I got it from leveling up to level 6.
It's a druid ability.
Might be Druid of Land, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a
Um,
land. It's a
Here's another
specific
one.
spell.
Long Strider. It lasts for an
Lantern,
hour,
yeah.
but it adds 10 feet to our movement.
Yeah, that's not that one. Yeah, so long story short, as you're all trudging through the thick woods, and RL is bouncing through all of the trees and off of the various different pieces of foliage, and she seems to be handling everything just fine.
Just Bunny in her natural habitat, jumping off roots.
Natural habitat. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Making her way
That's not
easily
the,
through bramble bushes. Everybody else is just like, through.
Oh, yeah. And all went through there pretty... Oh, son of a bitch! God.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, none of you sees the signs. However, you
No
are...
signs.
Who has the highest perception here?
That would be me and Torner.
I've
Yeah.
got a perception of, passive perception.
Yeah.
I'm at 18.
Torner and I are at 20.
Damn.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah, we're at 19.
Best I got is ND5, 16.
So, Torner and Calden, as you enter through a slightly less wooded area where the light shines through, you catch the glint off of a patch of area off to your right, about 60 feet. And it does not look like a regular plant.
And that's something that Calden knows, like, not a regular plant.
This does not look like a plant. Any plant it's bright green with a yellow lump in the back of it.
I have a bad feeling already, because I know I've sent you a couple monsters like that. Oh
I love
boy.
metagaming.
Well,
It's 60 feet away.
Calden is definitely gonna draw his sword and light it.
Okay.
What you doing that for? Is everything okay?
There's a
Calden's
weird looking... That ain't a plant. See that thing over there? That ain't a fucking plant.
Gnarl stops in her tracks,
What do you
peeks
mean?
up,
What is it?
ears up.
We don't know that
Can
yet.
I summon my wildfire spirit right over the son of a bitch?
You fucking would, Torner. You may do that exact thing if you so desire. Yes.
Aldous is armoring up as this is happening.
One person goes on alert, everybody goes on alert.
Hang on, is it in like some sort of darkness that would make it harder for Calden to see?
No, it just looks like a bunch of lumps on the ground, kind of chilling in the undergrowth.
Alright. Just making sure I don't need to consult Starwing and her dark vision as to what the fuck it is.
I want to try to taste it.
You want to try to
No!
Oleg, that might be a bad idea. Can we
I
wait 5
stop
minutes for
her?
that?
Or can I stop him from that?
Well, we mean Torner has the first round here, and then we'll move on to Oleg, Wander... Well, actually, Torner has the first round here. So, DC 15 Dexterity save?
Yeah.
Alright. That's 1, it succeeds. That's 2, it succeeds.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's 3,
no.
it succeeds. That's 4, it succeeds.
Oh no.
What?
And it's dexterity, you said?
Yeah.
That's 5. All of them succeed and only take 3 fire damage.
Oh
son of a
jeez.
We are sorry to say, now everybody must roll initiative.
Click on your token.
Click on token.
That's
Oh
17.
god.
E.
Can you put a 21 in the list, Anase?
Item
Or
label.
the, for we'll call them the skunks. Thank you. 21.
I don't know if it entered. It still shows the box.
We see skunks. Okay.
There they are.
Okay, but for whatever reason, the edit box wanted to stay there.
All right. So, and as
Hang on,
what rises,
what's their dexterity?
17.
That's higher than Torner's.
Yep.
Okay, so they go before Torner. Excellent. So,
Why does
before-
Turner have 21.12? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So that's a dex tiebreaker. So what it does is it adds his just dex score as a decimal to
Oh.
you see the same thing with Colden.
Okay.
Stormwing doesn't have it though. I should probably fix that.
Alright, so we're going to put in relevant pictures what they look like.
Alright.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Oh, that's a lot
I
nicer.
was not expecting that.
Oh,
They are,
Ignore what I just sent you. Ignore that.
they are each about the size of Inaro.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god.
just a tad bit too big for Starwing.
Just a little bit too big for Starwing. Yeah. In a more normal state, maybe closer to Starwing's menu, but not these bad boys. This is like a whole ass halfling of skunk or what have you. You know, probably a good 60 pounds on this bad boy.
If I name one, can I keep it?
We mean that's entirely up to you. If you name it, and if you can
capture it.
train it and capture it and all that, yes, you may keep it. If you can do that.
If you can get it alive.
That, you know, you can
Remember.
at least try.
If you use with a melee weapon attack, you can declare it non-lethal damage. Just FYI.
More importantly, we believe it was Jeremy Crawford. We believe Jeremy Crawford's thing at the end, when you quote unquote kill a dude, we'll ask you how you want to do this. You know, you want to knock it out. What do you want to do? You know, we haven't been doing that, to be fair, but we'll start trying to ask for that more because, you know, that adds flavor. You know. So,
Okay.
yeah, Calden, we believe it's your turn. They're about 60 feet away. You're in the middle of a dense forest, by the way.
Well, I am going to... Oh. I suppose we've already attacked.
You have indeed already attacked. Yes,
Yeah.
all of them were indeed attacked.
Yeah.
So,
They seem considerably more pissed off than hurt, however.
that's not my problem.
Okay, fair enough. Just let you know all the variables that you have at your disposal.
Okay, that... You know what? We are going to bonus action Dragon's Breath on Starwin. And it is going to be lightning damage. And then we're gonna move so we're in front of everyone else.
You do need to think before you burn things, Adam. This is actually one of those things that you personally could have defeated without ever drawing a sword or anything like that because of your particular sets of skills.
And I think...
also, individuals with arcane proficiency may roll arcane proficiency.
Okay.
Alright.
That
Boom.
is a fat 9.
9.
Waiting for the 3D dice to stop rolling so I can see the number.
How's it? How's it 24?
Aldous, you've never seen anything like this, Aldous. Torner, you've never seen anything like this abomination either. It looks like a skunk to you, but no skunk you've ever seen. And meanwhile, Calden over here coming in clutch with the arcane knowledge, having himself officially gone to an actual formal teaching institution, like a baller, has researched that these are alchemical skunks. They're some fucked up experiment that somebody in the long time ago before times probably made as a prank, and then it got out of hand, and then they got let out, and they can shoot all sorts of weird sprays and stuff, like a spray that makes you laugh, or a spray that blinds you, or a spray that shrinks you. What?
I have alchemist supplies proficiency. Does that matter?
No, not when you roll a 1.
Proficiency with alchemist supplies allows you to unlock more information arcana checks involving potions and similar materials.
An ace. To be fair, you would have rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
And I don't think you have more of a bonus with your alchemist supplies than your arcana.
Yeah.
I wanted to
you don't know shit. Sorry.
Had to try.
You do know also that they are more or less just animals, at least in that they have the same thought processes of animals, and they do animal things. They're just weird. They're just, they're alchemical animals.
They're animals with a bit of spice to them.
Well,
A lot of spice in this case, because they're skunks.
well, I am going to dodge as my action.
That is, when faced with a skunk, dodging is not an unintelligent option. Yes, Calden over here like, nah, I'm good, really.
I use my bonus action to give Starwing Dragon's Breath. I'm gonna save on doing anything but dodging until I can get my blade song up.
Reasonable. Okay. In that case, it is the skunk's turn. The skunks were sleeping, because it is the middle of the day, and skunks are nocturnal animals. And then they caught on fire. Granted, it wasn't much fire, and it didn't hurt that much. But now there's a glowy thing over them, so we're going to roll. Well, they don't like the glowy thing. It's very hot. And so they're not going to try to attack it directly, as it's also hovering above them. Instead, what they're going to do is get the hell away. So, at least 3 of them leap into the underbrush and promptly disappear quite quickly, whereas 2 of them leap into the underbrush and promptly do belly flops, and you can totally all just see them right there, scrambling around, looking stupid. These things happen sometimes when you're just wake up, you know.
Yeah.
So
So
now
they're spooked animals now.
there's spooked animals running around. Torner, it's your turn.
I'll be right.
You have never seen a skunk like this, Torner, but you are reasonably certain it is probably still a skunk.
All right. They're running away.
Well, they're running
They
around.
seem to-
They're running around.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of without direction right now, because they've been surprised.
I'm surprised. Woke up. They're acting. Are they acting like normal animals that have been startled would do and just run the fuck away?
Yeah, they're more or less acting like normal animals. Yeah, they're running around, they're freaking out, they're trying to like figure out what the hell's going on, they're trying to find routes out. It looks like these might just be actual, real, normal animals.
Yeah.
Except fucking weird.
In that case, I'm going to hold Entangle unless and to see if they come at us, next turn or whatever. I'm going to hold Entangle.
Okay, alright. You'll hold Entangle until somebody casts an action upon you that is hostile.
Yes. Can I stipulate that to be any hostile action, like if they just come running out of the brush at somebody other than me? Or
No,
me?
it has to be you.
It has to be me.
Or rather, it has to be one thing. You
One
can
thing.
hold your action for if somebody attacks Calden, but you cannot hold your action for if somebody attacks you or Calden.
Okay, so I can't
Yeah.
target. I can't hold it, keeping an eye on the whole group. I'll just keep an eye on me then.
Yeah,
I get the
that's
feeling
fine.
that they
That's
might realize
totally
that I'm
fine.
You could hold your action for if someone attacks. Just gonna point that out.
But no, because the group is kind of
Yeah.
spread.
Yeah, the group's a little spread out. You're all like in the woods and shit.
Okay, I'll hold and unless something comes if something comes at me specifically, I'll entangle the bitch.
Excellent. All right. So, Aldous Ronan, it's your turn. There are approximately 5 halfling-sized skunks running around, looking very shocked. Some are digging at the ground, some are flopping around, or sorry, 2 of them you see running around. The other 2 you do not see running around.
Fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what? Just to be safe, I am going to cast, which one is it? Which one's the defensive one? Mirror image on myself, and then,
Oh,
yep, I'm gonna post that in the chat, and then just command ND5 to strike the closest thing near him.
okay. You're going on the attack. Do it.
That's a 10.
It does not hit it. It misses and hits the ground.
Yep, and that will conclude my turn.
Starwing.
Are the
Okay.
2 of them... Are the 2 that are visible within... The fuck would be...
The underbrush.
Are they within, like...
They're about 60 feet away from you. Or from Starwing.
That's easy to do. Are they within, like, 15 or 20 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay! Calden is calling in an airstrike.
Because of course he is. Yup, that do be a thing. 2 seconds. Remarkably, it succeeds on its save and only takes, 5 damage? 6 damage? 5 damage?
You said that they were within 15, 20 feet, so he or she can get both.
Oh, right, yes. We'll roll the other dexterity thing. But, yes, half damage for the first one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That one takes full damage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait. Sorry, we're doing it wrong. That one gets another roll because they get advantage. Sorry, that one takes half damage as well.
Alright, 5 to each.
Alright, 5 to each. Done. So, Oleg.
I find that just me. They see some skunks and they start attacking them. What the hell? So I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna charm one of them. And then I'm gonna try to, take it as a pet.
Jeez.
You're going to charm one of them as charm person?
I don't know. This doesn't
I
work
was gonna
probably on animals, eh?
Charm person
If
only
you're
works on
using
people.
charm person, that only works on humanoids, unfortunately.
I think charm animals is like, what, a 3rd level spell?
It's charm monster.
Charm monster, okay.
So there is no charm animal?
No, it's just charm monster.
This is
Charm
weird.
monster is charming anything beyond a humanoid.
And that's 4th
Although
level.
there is a spell called Animal Friend,
That you probably
Animal
don't
Friendship. That's the spell you'd want. And you're a bard. If you know it, you can cast it. It's a bard, druid, ranger.
I have animal friendship. I'm gonna cast it.
Hi. Boom. Spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast, and we will include monstrosities in this, which these are, that you can see within range. It must see and hear you if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher. It is not. It fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration, or if one of your companions hits it.
Alright. So I have to roll for this, right?
We have to roll for
Okay.
this. It's a wisdom saving throw. So we'll just go over here. And okay. It gets advantage. What's your DC?
My DC?
Give me 16.
Oh, well, then in that case, you have successfully charmed one of the alchemical skunks.
You managed to calm it down.
So can I go over and offer it some food?
I mean, that's actually that's a component of the...
If
It is-
if you're not using a focus as a material component, you have to give it a morsel of food as the component.
Well, you have to use a morsel of food as the component. You can do it from up to 30 feet away, so you would have had to have moved 30 feet to do it, thus using your movement action. Otherwise, we're not going to stop you from doing anything specific. Other than, as limited by your character. You technically have a bonus action, if you want, still.
She could bonus action dash...
Yes.
No, never mind. I was thinking bonus action dash up to it, but no. She could use
Could.
her
That's-
interact with object action to offer it food?
Well, she's 30 feet away still, so...
Okay, wait. I'm 30 feet away. But... Give me a sec here, give me a sec. Because I have a mage hand. How far does it go?
30 feet.
So I could
You've already
basically...
used
I could
your
offer
action.
it... I could give it more food with my mage hand, right?
Uses
But
an
that's-
action.
Already used...
Yes,
Yeah, it uses
yeah.
an action. You've already used that. You have a bonus action for your turn.
You have your
I could
cunning
just
action.
throw it food. How about that?
Yeah.
That's still an action.
Ugh. I'm gonna just dash closer and that's it.
Okay, so you are now officially next to the charmed alchemical skunk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna protect it. Standing right in front of it, shielding it up. This is
No,
my
no, don't.
skunk!
This is my skunk. Okay,
This is my
jeez.
skunk now.
Yeah, I named
Dear
it.
God.
Well, we mean if Oleg wants a fancy skunk, then Oleg has the spell power to do it. So okay, not what we were thinking was gonna happen, but we're gonna roll with it.
She's
roll with it,
kidnapping
okay.
a skunk.
It's not kidnapping. It's out in the middle of the wild. Alright, Inarl, it's your turn. You have seen that the one skunk that's left is freaking out. Things are, there's a wildfire spirit. Olek has just walked up to this other critter and is giving it a morsel of food. Three critters are unaccounted for.
Mm-hmm.
What do you...
Gnarl's gonna, first look at her party like they've gone mad. Are you guys crazy? Those are just some animals. Leave them alone. And for an action, gonna prepare dodge.
Okay. All right.
Doing the druid thing and not immediately attacking the animals.
We mean the other druid did the druid thing and immediately caught everything on fire. So, what are you, not the greatest...
Not the best example, unless you want to imply Torner isn't a real druid.
Okay, doing the land druid thing. There we go.
I'm a real wildfire druid.
you have done the dodging. All right, the dodging has been done. Moving on to Calden.
I think I'm gonna stick with dodging, actually.
Just stick with a dodge?
And... yeah. You can stick with the dodge. I want to see what the remaining skunk does.
Two seconds. Just gonna do a quick roll real quick. Alright.
The Blade song?
I mean, no reason to right now.
Anais, I only have 3.
Fair enough.
They're running away, I'm not using it.
Fair enough.
Alright, so we move on to the skunk's turn. Alright, okay. So, the skunk, next to Olek, sits down and takes the morsel of food from Olek's hand, all nice and obedient-like. The other skunk that was floundering around the ground gets up, turns around, and sprays the wildfire spirit.
Oh boy.
So, one moment. We will roll 1d6. And it's a 15-foot cone. So Olek is also caught in this cone.
Oh no.
A sparkling orange cloud. Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Olek?
Esat? Did we lose Esat?
We think we might have lost Esat.
The children got her.
And Torner, we'll need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for your wildfire spirit.
Oh.
The children may have gotten her.
Should I roll
All
4,
right.
Isa?
Yeah, roll for Esat.
I'm gonna double check. As I recall, she's got a feature that gives her advantage from her race. I'm gonna double check real fast. Advantage on all wisdom and charisma saving throws. Alright.
Good.
I'm gonna normal roll and see what it does. If it rolls with... It does not roll with advantage. Okay, it does not... Oh, that's a check. Whoops. Alright. Now, if I do that... I just want to see if it works. Did it roll with advantage? It did not. It's the same number either way, so the answer is 12.
12?
The same bonus, I
okay.
mean.
So upon being sprayed with this wild neon skunk spray, an orange cloud, by the way, the orange cloud hits both the wildfire spirit and Olek, and they promptly fall down, laughing uncontrollably.
Oh no.
Yup, they promptly fall down, laughing uncontrollably. Then, immediately thereafter...
I mean, that's gotta be a sight to see, a wildfire spirit just, holding its gut laughing.
Immediately thereafter, the same skunk turns and attacks the wildfire spirit, and does 2 claws and a bite.
Okay,
So-
if it beats a 13 AC, it'll hit.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, 2 seconds. Okay, it's +5 to each.
Oh god.
Oh, they're they know how to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Wild animals got to defend
All
themselves
right.
somehow.
So 2 claws hit the wildfire spirit at 1d6 plus 3 apiece. So uno momento. 7. So 13 damage to the wildfire spirit.
Oh.
And then.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you. Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. You were gassed with laughing gas, and now
And I'm laughing.
and now you are laughing. Yeah, now you're incapacitated.
Alright.
Yep, as the condition. And finally, who is closest to the skunks other than Oleg, would you say?
Presumably me, because on the first turn I said I move in front of everyone, and then Oleg went way out in front.
I
Good to
didn't
know.
say I moved forward, so we're not going to retcon that.
Good to know. Okay, so does 18 hit you, Calden?
First off, that has to be a disadvantage,
Why?
because I'm dodging.
Dodging.
Ah, you're right. Sorry, does 15 hit you?
No.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, that doesn't hit you because it's a disad. And then finally, that does not hit you because it's a disad. Congratulations. However, a big old skunk came up and was all like, "Ah!" at your feet and stuff.
Oh boy.
Well, you guys kind of blew him up, and that they didn't like that. So,
I'm sorry, yeah, something else. I didn't know. Skunks.
Corner, it's your turn.
Alright. Shit. The one that attacked the wildfire spirit, that one is still there, presumably?
Yes.
And there was another one that came up and started attacking us.
Nomming on Calden's foot. Yeah.
Trying to.
Okay.
Took a bit at his ankle.
Can I, is it possible with the way they're situated for me to entangle both of them without hitting anybody else?
No.
If you entangle the one going after Calden, I'm pretty sure Calden's stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is not possible for you to entangle more than one without hitting everybody else.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to... fuck. I'm gonna go outside of my comfort zone here, and fuck it. I'm gonna
Just so you know. Oh. Just so you know, Torner, you're all robot-y.
Yeah. It's gonna be going in and out. It's a thing here with the HickNet.
Yeah, that's cool. Got a little bit out there for a second. So what you doing?
I was gonna say you do also
I'm
have
gonna-
the woodland staff, which has animal friendship and
I'm
speak with
gonna-
animals.
I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship on the one that's currently gnawing on his foot.
Okay, that is a wisdom save with advantage. And it's a fail, so the animal stops gnawing at Calden's foot.
Sick.
Yup. So now there's only one animal to worry about.
For now.
For now. So, Turner, are you done with that, or?
You could still command your pet
Yeah.
with your...
Okay.
I don't know that I can. He's kind of the wildfire spirit's kind of uncontrollably laughing at this point.
Oh, right, incapacitated.
Yeah, it's incapacitated. Alright, Aldous, it's your turn. 2 of the animals have suddenly ceased all violence. The other one is attacking an incapacitated fire spirit. Oh, Torner. Also, it's technically at the end of your turn, your fire spirit gets its turn.
You majorly cut out.
At the end of your turn, it's your fire spirit's turn, and your fire spirit's turn ended, so at the end of its turn, it may roll a wisdom check.
Check or
Wisdom
save?
Save.
Gotcha,
So stop
gotcha.
laughing.
There are actually some spells that repeat with checks instead of saves.
Alright. What was that?
Alright.
It's at the end of its turn, it stops laughing uncontrollably.
That's nice.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so next turn you'll have access to it again. Alright. Now Aldous.
So, where it's standing, how far away... am I within 60 feet, and can I move within 60 feet?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Grease, make a dex save. That should have
Grease.
printed the spell card.
On the angry one?
Yeah, the one I'm trying to knock it down, make it less of a threat, so that next round it could be charmed.
Okay, well, it gets an 18, so we bet that's better.
Fuck. Alright. Bonus action, MD5 shoots it.
Okay.
Return to my usual turn. It's a 20 hit.
2 seconds. Okay, does a 20 hit? Yes.
That's... waiting for the dice to update. 6 force damage.
Ouchie. It's angry. It's very angry.
That concludes...
And,
Stay away from my friends! That concludes my turn.
Starwing. Starwing's master was getting gnawed on at the foot, but at some point stopped getting gnawed on at the foot, and now is not being gnawed on. So, act accordingly.
Starwing is going to continue to airstrike the one that hasn't been charmed.
Nice!
And then she's going to fly 30 feet.
What type of damage are you using here?
This is lightning.
Okay. Alright. So, it's a dexterity save?
Yep. Calden turns his familiar into a little thunderbird.
Okay, so you do 3 damage.
Less than I was hoping.
Oh, they saved, you know.
Yeah. Anyway.
If you hadn't noticed, they get advantages on saves against your spells.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alright, so, Olek, you are laughing uncontrollably on the ground for your entire turn, but at the end of your turn, you may roll a wisdom save.
So, like, I'll roll wisdom save and then my turn is over? Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, we had to... long story short, you do not get a turn this turn, but you get a save to get your turn next turn.
And normal?
Yeah.
You have advantage from the racial.
No, you have advantage. You have a special racial thing. You have advantage.
Just give me a sec then.
It's supposed to automatically roll, and I don't know why it's not. Maybe the level up broke
It's
it.
not like it does much, it's 12, I mean.
Okay, so you are still laughing uncontrollably on the ground. Fun facts. You're having a great time. You don't know why you're laughing. Last time you checked, you just got hit with orange gas, and now you're laughing uncontrollably. Nutella's probably laughing uncontrollably as well.
Yeah, I can just see it. The skunk there munching on its food, and then me there laughing like uncontrollably, and next to me like this little squirrel rolling on the floor laughing uncontrollably too.
Right. Alright. So, Inarl, it's your turn.
Alright. So
Olek is down. He's down, laughing his face off.
Yeah. Okay, so, Inarl's gonna take her staff, she's gonna stamp it on the ground, and cast Speak with Animal. Speak with Animals. And she's, gonna tell them to, get out of here, shoo, it's not safe here, try to just get them to go away rather than, rather than try to fight us.
You're not going to use animal friendship again?
No, I'm not the one using animal friendship. I'm just trying to get them to go away.
You
Rather
actually
than try to charm a
could
bunch of skunks.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm trying to tell them to leave?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell them to leave and, speak with animals, I might be able to persuade them to, do something.
We were... The one who isn't charmed goes, we were sleeping! You're in our territory!
I'm sorry! I was not the one that cast fire on you! Immediately glares at Torner.
Okay, Calden, it's your turn! We'll leave that exchange right there.
Yeah.
Calden has no idea what that exchange was about.
Oh no, wait, sorry. So you see an RL slam her staff into the ground and then
And
go...
start speaking skunk.
No, and then say exactly what an RL said, and then the one still not charmed skunk that's there turns to her and goes... That's what you see. Everybody sees that.
You guys can clearly see communications have been started.
Very angrily, though.
Yeah, very angry, chittering communications.
The skunk at your feet does not do anything. It's just chilling there, watching.
Well, I take it I saw Torner cast Animal Friendship on it?
Yeah, okay, so it's staring at Torner, waiting for command.
But, I saw Torner cast the spell, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I told it to sit, didn't I?
Something like that, yeah. So now it's just chilling there. Just chilling at your feet.
Yep, hang on, I'll be right back, cats.
Is going to continue to dodge.
Okay. Calden continues to dodge. We move on to the skunks. There's only one skunk that has his own real power right now. He's very, very, very angry. And he says in response to being told I wasn't the one that fireballed, well, why would you go throwing fire at random sleeping families like that anyway? Who does that? Are you trying to eat us? I will spray you so hard if you are trying to eat us. There is a sudden peace in the area for the argument, so we're going to move on for Torner Firestrike.
I haven't cast that spell, so I don't know what's being said, but I did recognize that I was glared at. And
yes.
I think I know why. So
Oh yes.
I'm gonna dispel my wildfire spirit and just, whoops, I thought you were something else. I thought you were them plants that eat everybody. My bad.
Sleeping families like that.
I'm not sure my bad's gonna cover that one, but my body language is gonna scream, "Sorry, bro."
Put your hands up like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything, don't spray me.
Aldous, it's your turn.
I do not have the best picture of the battlefield right now. Poor imagination. Can I use an action to help or just, for lack of a better word, dispel the laughing? Can I help Olek?
No, you're 60 feet away from Olek, and Olek does not seem to be experiencing terribly much pain.
His gut might hurt later, but, nothing harmful.
The risks we take.
How far away is Anal from me?
Not far, presumably.
Can I
Yeah,
get
she
within
hasn't moved.
touch range?
Huh?
Can I get within touch range?
Yeah.
I walk up to Anal and I place my hand on her back and I cast Enhance Ability to give her advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
You got this. I believe in you.
Starwing, is Starwing going to stop strafing? Just in the middle of the conversation, strafing, run!
It would be pretty good to do that, but no. She's not going to airstrike this.
Strafing run. Pew pew pew. Okay. Alright. Gonna hold out. Olek, you are entitled to a wisdom save with advantage.
Just a sec.
Yep. Wow!
Wow.
Oh man.
Another 12. That's 3
You
12s in a
suck at
row.
wisdom
Hang on,
saves, Olek.
can we just point out that she's basically been getting right around the average this entire time?
How remarkably average. So,
Her
Olek,
wisdom is
unfortunately,
painfully average.
we're sorry to tell you that you are still laughing your ass off. But, the skunk that you cast Animal Friendship on is not chewing on you in any way, and is indeed there for you in your time of laughter.
Oh, yeah, no, that's something.
Okay, moving on to Inarel. It's your turn.
Inarel's, you know,
irate skunk, threatening to spray you so hard.
Inarel's, you know, gonna keep her arms open, you know, try to look as non-hostile as she can, and you know, she's going to apologize. I'm sorry for my friend's hastiness. He mistook you for a carnivorous plant. He had assumed that, you know, you were harmful wildlife waiting to ambush us.
Okay, well, NRL, we are absolutely gonna have to ask from you a diplomacy roll. Or wait,
Persuasion.
No, persuasion roll. Thank
With
you.
advantage.
With advantage.
Hey!
Beautiful.
Very nice. He
Nat
says,
20.
well, even though we're green, it doesn't mean we're plants. You should check next time before you do that. But I guess, since nobody got really hurt, I'm willing to let it slide just this once, if you have something for us to eat.
What would you like to eat? We could probably arrange something.
I'm hungry. Get me anything.
Okay, can I
I'm
make a nature roll to figure out what they'd like to eat?
Roll a nature check to see what skunks like to eat.
I want to say, like,
Ooh.
You know that a skunk is part of the weasel family,
mm-hmm.
and most weasels like eating just about anything they can get their hands on.
Alright.
We can sacrifice a ration.
Yeah, sacrifice a ration, Oop. Maybe
you you are a druid, and so you have good berry available to you as well.
Yeah, I could use good berry and, you know, give them some.
Could you cast it today?
Yeah, I got it prepared for the trip.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
Yeah, good berry.
I think
10 magical
Torner-
berries.
I think Torner should be the one that casts it.
Does he
Well,
have
they
good
don't
berry
trust
prepared, though?
Torner. They're not talking to Torner. They're talking to Inaro.
Fair enough.
True. And Inarl's the only one that's able to talk to them because of the, you know, speak with animals thing. Alright,
So you want to give them good berries?
yeah, she'll cast good berry, you know, make 10 little magical berries appear in her hand, and, you know, she'll, you know, walk forward carefully, set them out on the ground for them, then walk back away.
Okay, well, the leader, who might be the head mother, for all you know, looks at them briefly, eats one, and then cheeps out to the rest, and the two that ran off into the things come out and eat them each themselves, and the two charmed ones literally just sit there staring at you. Yep. Although if you tell them to eat, they will eat.
But does the head mother have any words for the fact that two of our party members basically just not quite kidnapped the two of her family?
She has no concept for it.
Well, they're not kidnapped yet. They're just sitting there and
They're just sitting
glaring.
there. Yeah, she has no concept for it other than move your asses, you dumb ingrates. You know, she only has a 2 IQ. They're as intelligent as a dog.
I was gonna say, I don't think I can give them the orders to, hey, yeah, you guys can eat that stuff too. That's gonna have to be done by them, and unfortunately, one of them's laughing their ass off right now.
Oh yeah, Oleg, feel free to roll another wisdom save if you like with advantage.
I'm guessing combat has ended.
Combat has ended. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Alright, Aldous is simply walking
No,
over to help.
I am horrible at wisdom.
So we're gonna say that at this rate, Oleg is just laughing his ass off for an entire minute on the ground, unable to do anything but laugh for like an entire minute. And then he gets up, having had with your ribs hurt a little bit
Yeah.
after it. Yeah,
Probably
but you're
a lot.
okay. You are undamaged. We want to establish that there were 5 of them who are around. They could have absolutely raffle stomped you with a couple of good sprays.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see from Olek being incapacitated for a whole minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, they like the good berries. They are all full by the good berries, as a good berry fills an entire thing for a day.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem thankful. And the head den mother goes, "All right, you're forgiven, but just this once.
Thank
What do you want? What do you want? Where are you going? Where'd you come from? Why are you here?"
We are passing through. We are heading towards a place that was once called Mountainhome. It is a great city that was once filled with dwarves, similar to, Motions to Torn, or similar to him, so I probably wouldn't be a good idea for you guys to get near it.
Well, the only mountain I know of is south, and when it gets really hot, we don't go down there very often. That's outside of our territory.
That is the direction we are heading, actually. We
Oh, you
have
don't
been
want to go
informed-
that direction.
What is going on down there, if you would like to tell me?
Oh, there are big bad things that'll eat you down there. Big things that'll eat your head right off.
What do these things look like? Do you know?
Well, they look like squirrels. They look like that thing, except gigantic. That thing, and they point to Nutella, laughing near Oleg. They look like that thing, but gigantic. But like twice the size of him, and they point to Oleg.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that
they
is
look like
squirrel.
that thing, but twice the size of the big one that's laughing. Yeah.
Quite worrying.
Yeah, they'll bite your head right off, man. Yeah, you don't want to go down there. That's bad.
I'll take that risk.
Yeah, and I'll take a moment to let them know. Let the crew know, since nobody else can speak animal at the moment. Apparently, where we are going, there are giant squirrel-sized creatures that are quite hostile. So we'll want to be ready for that.
These creatures are giant squirrels.
They did not specify. They said the den mother here said they looked like Oleg's Nutella, but twice the size of Oleg,
Or more.
or more potentially.
Oh shit! God
Yeah,
damn,
they'll bite your head clean off.
Yes, they'll bite our heads clean off. So I get the feeling she looks to Pickledorf. I get the feeling, unless you know what these things are, your people might have been made snacks quite a while ago.
He shrugs. He doesn't know what she's talking about.
All right.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Yeah.
And we need to have a sit down eventually, because I'm getting out of we've been fighting so much things that I'm kind of getting out of my druid thing here. I'm kind of a little short on the whip here.
Yeah, quick to the draw, as I've heard people say.
Yeah, that's
Caution
You see some green mounds in the undergrowth. I want to blow it up! Explode it right now!
We've seen crypt spiders, we've seen rugs that try to kill us, somewhere try to kill us. I'm get on edge right now. I mean,
Jeez.
and then we got the shit kicked out of us by... Oh, man.
Caution is quite understandable, but maybe identify what we're facing before we go blowing it up.
Got it. Yeah, probably better to do that.
Yeah.
We do have many ways to identify things at a distance.
Yes,
So
yes, we
these
do.
berries are
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good and very filling. Where did you get them?
Oh, that is a... They are quite hard to come by. You will not find them in this forest, I'm sorry. I brought them with me from lands far out of your territory.
Are these lands where you get your heads bitten off?
No, we have not faced the predators that you talk about, but we have seen other predators there, so caution is recommended.
Wait, so are you lying about the good berries then?
Yes, I am lying about the good berries because, you know, since
lying. We think that you need to roll a deception for this one.
well, because the berries, you know, they're magically conjured, so...
We think you need to roll a deception for this one.
You have
You're kind of
advantage.
lying to them.
You have advantage.
You do.
I thought that would only do one thing.
Nope, not the next one. It's, what, for a minute? Shit, I should check. It's concentration, but I don't remember the duration. Let me check. 1 hour.
Oh yeah, no. So you're and then she asks, "Well, how many berries are in this land?" Excitedly.
We have not counted. It is one of those things of we don't keep a survey on them. We just gather them as we need them.
But they're there. There are plenty of berries there, you say.
Potentially, they are
And they're
somewhat
these
rare.
berries. And nothing tries to bite your head off there.
We could make friends
Nothing will
with
try.
skunks
I
if
am
you
not
tell them
saying
they're
nothing
north.
will try to bite your head off, but those squirrel things you described at the very least aren't there. But there are still predators. You will find predators most anywhere you go.
You
Maybe.
wait. You
maybe.
should, hang
Can
on.
I-
You wait. Gnarl, you should tell them that Bobby comes from there. You know,
You will find creatures similar to Bobby, that large black tentacled creature over there. So
Did we entirely forget Bobby's turn?
We totally forgot Bobby. Yeah.
Bobby was just taking a cat nap.
Literally.
Bobby,
Have you ever-
We have a
Have you ever
giant-
seen a cat that has been sprayed in the face by a skunk go after another skunk ever again?
Fair point.
like I'm
Bobby might have just
I
been
think
smart.
Bobby would've-
just
Bobby
gonna
had
point
one
out that we have a
player.
giant fucking tiger with us.
Yeah,
We
I was gonna
could
say,
easily just say he comes
say-
from there.
the lands do have creatures similar to this one. This one we have managed to tame, but not all of them.
Alternatively, if you tell them the berries are in the north, Olek has his skunks.
True.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can I try petting one of them and see if he wants to come with me?
You can pet the one you've charmed.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Or do I have to roll for that?
No, you can pet the one you've charmed.
Yeah.
You don't need to
fine.
roll to pet.
It's
Yeah,
your friend.
feeding and petting. Yeah.
You still can't
He
talk
seems
to
to-
it though, so you'd have to talk to Gnarl about convincing
Seems
it.
to like it.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, speak to animals is self-target only.
Inaral, can you ask it if I can keep it?
Maybe another time.
You're so mean.
Alright. I have to get going.
Yeah, and we're gonna end it pretty soon here. So we'll finish. You can take your leave. We'll finish up this little role playing section here, and then we'll end the session.
Alright.
All right.
All right, have fun, Calvin. All
Leave
right,
Oregon.
so are you trying to convince this family of alchemical skunks to be your pets?
Well, I'm trying to, convince the one that's right next to me. The other
be
ones
your
can
pet.
come too, but I try to convince the one next to me.
Well, the one next to you likes you. You cast animal friendship on it, so
Yeah.
it's your friend for 24 hours.
Unlike other charm spells, it doesn't say that it knows that it's been charmed.
No, yeah.
So...
Yeah, but since General knows how to talk to the animals, might as well ask it if he wants to come willingly, you know?
It's charmed, so it probably would, but who knows what'll happen after that ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ask it if it wants to come with you, he's your friend. He'll come with you. Yeah, sure. Where you going?
No, look, buddy. You come with me, and I keep you fat. You don't have to hunt and scavenge ever again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
are you having an RL say that to the animals?
I was going to shake her head. No, I am not telling them that.
I like it's in Gnarl, not the DM, cock-blocking this one.
Yeah, and RL's the one that speaks to animals. If you want to ask these questions and get real responses, you gotta go through the bunny. Or the dwarf.
Donna... Can you ask the skunk if it can keep with me?
What could it hurt in Arl? Come on. I mean, I did burn them, you know.
No, we can't. Look. They are very good at keeping all kinds of predators away just by spraying stuff at them.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
They can be damn. They can be damn handy.
The deal, right? They spray off all the animals that tend to come into the place, and we give them food.
That could potentially be good, but the problem is we've already traveled so far, and they don't want to go to the mountain where we're heading.
No, so we can at least propose it. We can say, like, yeah, we have to go there first and then come back.
We could. Alright, then.
I'm gonna hide the one that I'm petting. I'm gonna hide that one in my pocket.
They're halfling sized.
Yeah, but I have the big bag with me.
Oh my god, no, you're gonna put it in your bag of holding? It only has... Okay.
No, Oleg, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
No.
Why not?
Those things only have a limited amount of air.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of air in there.
Okay.
I can see Torner stopping as this bag is slowly descending over this massive skunk. Like, no,
not gonna happen. Okay. So you're saying that there are berries there.
If we can take a short rest, I can use Animal Messenger to send one of them in the direction of Pow to guide the rest of them there with the message for Pow to feed them and keep track of them.
One moment. Can't you do Animal Messenger with your Staff of the Woodlands?
No, that's not a woodland. It's a ritual. I can cast it as a ritual.
Oh, that's fine too.
10 minutes then?
Yeah, I can cast it take 10 minutes to cast a ritual to use Animal Messenger on the Den Mother.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can extend the offer to the skunks, because, we might as well, get their opinion.
One moment.
Oh, alright.
Wait a minute.
Let's see. This is not a tiny beast. These are not... small monstrosity.
Yeah.
If we make friends with these animals, we might be able to use their excretions as materials for alchemy things. This might actually be really useful.
The alternative that you can have here is that Bobby knows how to get back home.
This is true.
True. But would they want to travel with Bobby?
Well, you can ask them.
You can ask them. You can ask all of them right now. You can speak with them.
True. Yes. My companions have grown quite interested in you guys, actually, and are wondering if you would be willing to travel with us back to our lands.
Is there more food?
Yes, we have food there.
And nothing's gonna bite my head off.
We will do our best to guarantee that.
Well, once you're there in that place and everyone, is aware of you, we tell them, you're our buddies, no one inside the camp will actually go after you.
We can guarantee your safety from our own people and our own animals. Whatever wanders in, however, unless we are there to help you, we cannot guarantee.
Roll a charisma check. Oh, sorry. Roll a persuasion with advantage.
All right. Nope, that's perception. Went persuasion.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that really came in clutch there. Actually, it's true. So she looks at her 4 family members and looks back at you and goes, "If you have plenty of food, and I won't get my head bitten off, okay."
Okay. We will not be traveling there right now, though. We are unfortunately heading for the mountains, so we can either send you ahead with our with one of our animal companion over there, or we can make arrangements to pick you up on our way back.
And the large panther with the things on it, with the tails on its shoulder, it won't eat my head off, right?
Torner, they are wanting to know if they will be safe from Bobby if you send them with them.
Bobby's well fed. I fed him right before we headed out. He ain't gonna eat him.
And you are only, for the record, about 8 to 10 hours away from the colony by foot. So yeah.
Oh, I thought we were further away than that.
No, you're on the first day.
Okay. He has the large creature has been recently fed, so he will be fine, and he will not bite your head off.
Then I will go, and my family will come.
Very well. We will need to, set up a message first, so that way.
Aldous
that way,
takes out a rock and it scribes a 6-second message. What you need?
Just let them know that these animals are under our protection, and to house them and feed, and to take care of them and feed them. Something. Just let them know we have new guests or pets or whatever you wanna. Whatever's shorter.
Feed and house these skunks. Take care of them. We'll compensate later.
Can I put a
Excellent.
ribbon around mine? Like, can I take off one of my leg cloth or something, and my neck cloth or something, and put it around the one that I've charmed for?
Hold the fuck on. One moment. There are a bunch of baby birds down there.
Uh-oh, something's going on.
That's either real life or we just started a new encounter.
No, it's real life. Yeah, no, things are going pretty good. We will end this session now, if everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go down and look at a development on the farm.
Right.
Oh boy.
Just for everyone's benefit, I'm casting Speak with Animals to talk to Bobby to make sure Bobby knows to get the skunks back to where we live without eating them.
And Bobby will do so because Bobby respects and fears you.
Send him with food in case he gets hungry.
Yes.
And the ribbon around the neck.
Here's an extra little morsel for you.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming and staying this long. Everybody, feel free to say goodbye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Anase signing out.
Bye-bye.